Hallo, ich heiße Martin Wallfish und bin der Chef von Massive Entertainment.
Ich bin Henrik Sebring, der leitende Spieldesigner. Wir sind hier, um euch etwas über unser nächstes Spiel Ground Control 2 zu erzählen.
Ground Control 2 is an RTT, Real-Time Tactics Game, where
Ground Control 2 ist ein Echtzeit-Taktikspiel. Das bedeutet, die Einheiten haben einen sehr hohen Stellenwert. Es geht hier rein um die Taktik, also nicht um Basisbau oder Rohstoffversorgung. Unser Ziel ist, Gefechte in Szene zu setzen, die wirklich Spaß machen.
Es liegt auf der Hand, dass wir fast alle Echtzeit-Strategiespiele gespielt haben, die es gibt. Einige mögen wir, andere weniger. Vor allem die populären Spiele haben uns in verschiedenem Maße beeinflusst. Aber wir haben auch viel Inspiration aus Filmen und Büchern gezogen. Da wären zum Beispiel die Alien-Filme und natürlich Star Wars. Alle bei uns mögen Star Wars. Ich selbst.
We all like Star Wars in the office. I'm a big fan.
He's the biggest fan.
Yeah, yeah, I think we take inspirations from everywhere actually.
Actually, depending on what we've seen now, we've been recently playing multiplayer, and I think one of the really fun things is the way that you can actually go into a multiplayer game in drop-in mode. I think that's what really makes something very unique right now.
For me, there isn't one single feature, but for me, what I really like about the game is that we have this freedom with the camera, and that we have this tactical aspect, which means that it really gives you a possibility to when you move your units around, it really differs. A really skilled player will use his units very tactically and move them around on the battlefield, and will easily defeat even a stronger opponent which isn't as skilled. So I think it's the combination of sort of the free camera and the tactical aspect that makes me really like the game we're doing.
We have 2 campaigns and 1 tutorial, and each campaign have 12 missions in it, and it would take approximately 20 to 30 hours for a normal player to complete. A typical single-player mission would start with the player having a small force already assembled on the ground, and would have to capture a landing zone. And at that point you will be able to call down his dropships with even more reinforcements. When you play a single-player game, you usually have on the map different victory locations. These are tactical positions on the map that will actually give you acquisition points when you capture them. The acquisition points are then used to call down even more reinforcements and the use of artillery and support weapons. And you would probably capture quite a few victory locations before you get to your main objective. Certain missions will require more stealthy approach. Other missions are more like all-out assaults. But during the campaign, you will do all sorts of things like defending an escort or even a jail breakout in one mission.
We should also mention that the game is very story-driven, so that each mission will start with an in-game mission briefing where sort of all the different characters talk to the character you play, Captain Jacob Angelus, and sort of give the background for why this mission is so important. And then as a mission is played, you will get more and more story information. So we have different characters and different dialogue boxes that pop up at different locations.
Easily done.
The multiplayer modes that will come with Ground Control is, first of all, something we call actually Ground Control, which is when you fight for the domination of victory locations. And then we have the cooperative mode where you play through the single-player campaign. And we are also looking at a few other modes where you actually defend different fortresses on the map. So that's all we're ready to reveal right now.
Okay. But basically in multiplayer we have 3 main modes. We have the sort of standard RTS mode that we call synchronized start, where all players join in a lobby up to 8 players and start talking and decide what map they want to play, and then the server or the host clicks start and then the map starts. The second mode is the drop-in, where any player can join an ongoing game at any time, just like in most first-person shooter games today. And then thirdly, the cooperative multiplayer mode, where you and a couple of friends can join together and play actually through the entire single-player campaign. And then we should also probably mention that we have a skirmish mode, so that you can play all the multiplayer maps against a computer opponent. So you don't really need to start playing against other human opponents before you feel comfortable with the game.